Hi everyone, welcome back to you and to me. I have come back from my carpal tunnel surgery. This is the first video I'm making, so I'm at week 2.5 weeks. I haven't started stitching yet, but I thought I would at least get a little bit onto the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, preparing a few things and looking at what I actually had done. So the book we're doing is Blood Orange by Harriet, Tyce. And I had already previously made this sort of improvised piece, and I've decided to cut it down for the front cover and a bit of the back cover. And I need to have an orange spine because they're going to look like a rainbow when they're lined up. So I'm able to use my hand. I can do that. I can't quite crunch my fist properly. So as you can imagine, I can hold things, but I can't necessarily hold them strongly. So I can at least have a little talk through a bit of this and also talk about the following weeks, because I've got a series coming up that are already pre-recorded in Queensland. So this is going to kind of be my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery plus an update. So that's going to go on the spine. The other thing I've done is I have stitched the book together. So I've got this, like this was a huge Suffolk puff I made, which was really kind of fun. I wanted to see what one looked like that big. So I've pinned it onto here and I've put just some little vines. Now the theme of the Blood Orange book is, once again, with my other books, not a really brilliant theme. I mean, I don't know why I've ended up with books that are a bit gory or bloodthirsty or murderous or something as part of this series, because I then go and I read a stupid romance in the meantime before I get on to the next one. And I enjoy all sorts of things to read, so it's just funny how this has ended up being that way, and that's okay. So when I can stitch, I'm going to stitch this back, stitch these on, these extra bits on. The other thing I want to do, I definitely want to do an orange. Now the only problem with that is I haven't been able to start. Either I can draw, I can do my journaling, but I'm still resting my hand. I haven't been able to drive my car yet. You know, there's just lots of things that are still part of the process of the healing after it felt like major surgery. So here's my book. So Girl in Red ended up getting a 5 out of 5 stars, which wasn't bad. And occasionally you have a book that you shelve, but I'm started to watch the Netflix show, so I'll write a review on the Netflix show about the Guernsey Literary and Potato Pie Society. So Blood Orange, 4 out of 5. Here's where I write a few things that don't read that if you don't want spoilers. It was triggering and gripping to me, and the bad characters drew you in, and it was a bit of a who's telling the truth here sort of story. So that's where I'm up to with this. I know I feel like I'm behind. It's nearly the end of February, but that's what happens. I know that I was wanting to do an encrusted kind of orange, but I just I can't stitch yet. However, I also really can't bead. So that was my thought. So yesterday I was having a bit of a play, just doing a rough collage, and I found these in an old Margaret Fulton cookbook, and I've cut them out and I've actually watercolored them, and what I'm thinking is that I might put this into Procreate, have a bit of a play with it, and print these out onto, you know, the material you can put through your printer, and I might put those in for later to stitch when I get the dexterity back. So that's where I'm up to with the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery for Orange for February month. Blood Orange by Harriet Tyce. March book is going to be One Yellow Eye by Lee Radford. Horrifically gripping it was. Don't read it, don't get spoilers. But I gave it a 5 out of 5, and it's a sort of, I think there are a few books that came out around the, you know, writers sitting at home during COVID lockdowns, and their imaginations went completely wild, and that was what my first book, the red book, was. And the yellow book is also by a writer. It's her first, it's a debut novel, and that's really exciting because she is already a journalist, so her writing style is amazing. It's fabulous. It's really quite an easy read, and you're kind of intrigued all the way through the horrific nature of a disease that actually creates zombies rather than the cough, as it was called in the Little Red Riding Hood adaptation. So all that aside, the other thing, I know this is a very short video, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the next few weeks I've got pre-recorded videos coming up that I made in Queensland. Now, when I was in Queensland, Corinne handed me a big lot of her Japanese fabrics, and she just said, I've got 2 videos, do you want to take it over? It's not doing it for me. So I've been waiting to upload the videos. I've got them ready to go because she was going to upload 1 and 2, and then I would link in 3, 4 and 5. But she's decided to scrap them and delete them. So I think this will probably come up just before she makes an announcement about that and then links in. So the sneaky peeky is that I've given a little sneak peek before, but it's going to end up being a big bag. So that series is going to come up next Saturday. So there may be, you know, if once my hands are working really well, there may be some of these interspersed, but otherwise it'll be making this, and as you can see, it's still not finished. It's got to be lined, and it's got to have sides and a handle for a bag. So that's coming up. So I thought I'd mention that. I can't do much else at the moment. It's just a joy to actually finally be able to just move my car from the street into the drive and back out. So I am getting there. Every day is a little bit more growth, a little bit more ability. Still have some pains sometimes, but it's so nice to wake up without all the tingles and the numbness. That's a good thing. I don't know how my sister did it. She's 12 days ahead of me. She had hers done, and she had both hands done. And I'm like, how the hell did you do that? And she said, oh, my husband's there, he can help me. And I'm like, I don't even think having someone there to help even with one hand was always, you just had to not do things basically if you couldn't do something. Lily was here, but she was off at work and stuff like that. So I've had support and I've had help, but oh, goodness me, having both hands that you can't use for at least 2 weeks, honestly, my hat goes off to you, Tracy. That was cray, but like she said, better to do it all at once because she doesn't have to have time off work, and then she probably wouldn't go back and have the other hand done. And I'm agreeing with her. I might not either. But anyway, enough waffling about that. And look, sorry it's short and I can't really do much on the camera, but I guess we're up to date, and I will see you in the next one, even though it is going to be 3 videos of the past. So enjoy. Bye for now.